Hello, everybody. Welcome to another day of Triple Bingo. I'm here with Lucid today.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Finally, actually, a co-commentator.
Happy to be here. Happy and excited to see this race. Definitely some pretty important complications for the tourney. I believe Wizard is 1-1 in group, and Dansta is 0-1. So if Wizard's able to get a win here, uh, basically solidifies himself into making the bracket stage. And then for Dansta, if he can win this match, and then with his next match, which I think should be against Combo.
Yeah,
Both looking to secure a spot in the bracket stage. So this is a big one, and I'm excited.
same. Dansta recently has come back from vacation, so has not played much Super Mario Odyssey. So we'll see how that plays out. He definitely is a much better 80% runner than WizardPolarBear, but WizardPolarBear has done a lot more bingo than Dansta recently, so we'll see how it plays out overall for the runners.
Yeah, it'll definitely be pretty interesting to see. I know, yeah, Wizard has been grinding, as you said. So yeah, it should hopefully be a good one. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're just waiting on the runners to ready up in the race time, and then we will be on our way.
What are you predicting for this board? Like where do we think we're gonna finish? Are we seeing a wooded finish? Are we seeing a seaside finish? What do you think's gonna happen?
That is a good question. I have recently seen a bunch of 28 Wooden Moon goals on boards this
No.
tournament, so maybe it will be a wooded or lost finish.
Yeah, my heart's telling me maybe a Goomba picture match finish or something. We'll just have to see.
Exactly. The race time has begun, so we should see it on the restream shortly. Oh, I did forget to make a new bingo card. Whoopsies. So yeah, hopefully it'll start on the restream shortly. It looks like it is starting, so we'll get to see the board on the restream, but I'm pretty sure we can see it in real time. 100 moons total middle.
And just an absolutely insane middle.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Hopefully there are goals that the runners can use to circumvent that goal. Um, but there's also World Peace Metro, um, and a lot of late game goals, so I'm not quite sure. I'm just waiting for the card to show up on the restream.
Right. It's looking like you got to pick some kind of poison here. Whether you do want to just end up going seaside or snow, if you want to solo 100 moons, if you want to do them in tandem, or even like World Peace Metro. It seems like we're not gonna see a very early finish on this board,
No,
unfortunately.
definitely not. Um, I think just looking at what could be the most optimal, I think it would require that 100 moons finish in the middle. Um, BLTR doesn't seem like that bad of a line. Um, I'm not sure what other lines you could necessarily pair with it.
Yeah, there is like there's a there's not a whole lot of like moon synergy in tandem with the 100 moons. You got the 24 moons Metro, the 4 moons Snow. Um, but honestly, just not all. There's not a ton to support that. But just having it be the middle square makes it like a real challenge to
Exactly. I
figure out.
actually do see a wooded finish on this board. It would be BLTR, column 3, row 5. It is a very terrible wooded finish considering that
100
100
moons
moons.
into
But it
100
definitely
moons
is
into wood.
possible. So most likely that isn't what the runners are going to go for, just because of absolutely zero moon synergy. But we will just have to see.
For sure. Um, I think, I don't know, personally, just with like what I am typically comfortable with for when I'm routing, I would probably be looking to skip 100 moons, but finish Seaside. Maybe with something like I don't know. I think columns 4 and 5 are potentially viable, and I think maybe rows 1 and 5 are viable. If that's the route they're gonna choose. I think out of those four, the one I would exclude would maybe I don't know, maybe row 1, but it's kind of tough.
So what, like, 3 lines were you thinking of? Just...
I would maybe do column 4, column 5, row 5, just because of avoiding a bunch of extra moon goals, as well as I don't know. You have to do a little bit. You have to do a little bit across each kingdom, but it's nothing like crazy. I don't love the timers. I don't love the costume sets, or for the seaside goal, I don't love 4 moons from sub areas either. But it's kind of it's just a rough board in general,
It really
honestly.
is. Yeah, but honestly, that... I'm not sure, because my problem is I'm not sure when a snow or seaside finish is faster than an early finish like this. So, yeah, I wouldn't know if, like, BLTR column 3, row 5 would be, um, would be faster or slower than the going to seaside and doing all the timers and all that.
Right.
Dansta did get DSS. Just want to point that out. And WizardPolarBear going into the Madame Brood fight. They both did start collecting some purple coins. Dansta also getting life of parts. There is a 6 unique life of parts goal in the bottom left. So that is probably included in his route.
Right, and we'll see in terms of these Cascade regionals whether they're going solely for that 45 regionals in Cascade for the top right, or if they're gonna end up contributing to that 200 total goal, row 3
Yeah,
column 4.
it wouldn't be the most optimal to go into the 2D area for those extra 4, just to get 4 more, because that is a pretty long and slow sub area. So I think it would just
Yeah,
be best if they just leave after the 45 and then get regionals elsewhere.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think if I am going to see some on this board, I am absolutely doing column 4. I think that's probably just the best overall line.
Yeah.
Because you have that 8 moons from nuts is just straight any percent mostly.
Mm-hmm.
4 moons deepwoods is fine. It's not great, but it's not horrible. If you're familiar with like deepwoods darker movement, that's not too bad. And then 200
Unfortunately,
moon
I am not,
regionals.
so...
Oh yeah, that's tough. Also, we see both of them getting timer challenges, separate timer challenges actually. Um, so we'll see. We'll see if they decide to collect both, or if they're just gonna leave.
I do think going to the top one first might be faster. I'm not sure because Dansta did do DSS, so it has a little different purple route than
Right.
Wizard Polar Bear, so I'm not sure. But
Also, interesting to note, Wizard just got an extra moon there. Got that across the Floating Isles moon, which I do not believe there's any Cascade moon goals on the board, so that might be hinting towards that middle square. Maybe just getting the extra moon while it's there, or maybe just could have also just been a mental like error as well. But
yeah,
also is going into the sub area, which is interesting.
interesting. Yeah, because you don't need to go in here for the 45 regional goal. So it does look like he is going for 100 moods total. So we'll see what lines come with that.
Right. Also, Dansta getting that second timer challenge, so probably looking at either row 5 or column 3. Based off the life up hearts, would assume row 5 is in play, but potentially column 3 as well.
Yeah.
And also with these purples as well, probably looking towards that seaside finish as opposed to snow or like I don't know. I think could you technically finish Metro on this board if you do Metro World Peace? I'm not sure.
Let I suppose you could if you replace
Yeah, you could do like
one of the lines that I suggested with column 1,
yeah,
but that would require a cap revisit, so I'm not sure if you do want to go for that.
yeah, it'd be something like what, like column 1, row 3, column 3 or something,
Yeah, something like that.
which doesn't look particularly appealing. So,
There is 3 Captain Toad moons on the board. I did not see any of them, either of them getting the Captain Toad in Cascade, so not sure if they're gonna go for that goal or maybe just gonna get some different Captain Toad moons in different kingdoms.
right. Although Cascade probably is one of the faster ones if you're gonna get any one of them, along with like I don't know, like Metro and I
Exactly.
guess Lake or Lost, probably Lost if anything. So I would assume that they're probably just avoiding that goal entirely. But we will see what the runners are cooking. Dansta is the first one into sand.
Yeah, but Wizard Polar Bear trekking not that far behind. He did take some extra time to get extra moons and did go into the 2D sub area. I didn't see, did he actually grab any moons in the sub area?
I am actually not sure. No, I don't think he did. If he's leaving with 7. Because I
Yeah,
know I think he got the Cliff Moon, and I know he got that, no, or he got the Timer Challenge.
I'm pretty
The
sure he
Timer
got
Challenge up
both timer
top,
challenges.
yeah, and then across the Floating Isles
So
for his moon.
yeah, maybe he is not as aware as the purple coin locations. I do remember that he does struggle a little bit with purples. So that does look like that's gonna hurt him here.
Yeah. Oh, we see Dansta taking a detour, about to go to Dune, decides, nah, I'm gonna go to employees only real fast.
There is out the door sand,
Yeah.
in column 3, so we'll see if any of them are gonna grab some purples to get that goal.
Yeah, we see Wizards starting some purple collection. Dansta has yet to collect any of the town purples, so it might be opting out of that of sand purple collection.
Yeah, he is in slots, possibly also, ooh, Wizard Polar missing the bird. Um, Possibly, yeah, also getting the life apart in slots.
Oh, and yeah, looks like he's trying to wait for the right timing on it. Doing that is actually so awkward, especially if you're like a prominent, like any percent runner like Dansta is, and you're so used to just like doing that insta spin throw
Yeah, the
to get the
instincts, yeah.
moon. You have to like do this just slight pause for the life up part, and I've failed getting that life up part more times than I'd like to admit. Just
Yeah, honestly, I'd
because
kind
I
of just
can't
do
time it correctly.
the casual strat where you go all the way to the left and just throw it when the time is right, because it's just easier, because you don't have that initial instinct to just spin throw.
Yeah, that's I might need to start doing that. um, but yeah, it looks like besides that life up part, as of now at least, Dansta looks like he's kind of just doing any percent stuff.
Yeah, getting Dram, going over to Lone Pillar.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of sand stuff on this board, to be fair. You have the outfit door, you have atop the highest tower, and then obviously you have some, like, you know, over the stretch of the run goals that you could, you know, end up doing parts of here in sand, but nothing like, nothing necessarily too demanding in sand.
Yeah. And I suppose that we will see if the runners get extra moons in sand, and that'll probably hint even more at going for that 100 moons goal.
Yes, exactly. I think, if I'm counting correctly, I think Dansta is a moon short of like actual any percent routing. So, oh wait, there we go.
Yeah, he's going to atop the highest tower. It looks
See,
like
yep.
possibly going for row 4 or column 4. Most likely not going for TLBR because that would require snow.
Yeah, getting that nice bullet bill bounce. Absolutely huge. Oh, there's a polar bear getting what looked like not the inputs he wanted, having to go through 2D to get back up.
Yeah, he is commonly having issues with input drops, so
Yeah, and then as we see, he is also going towards top of highest tower. So both runners potentially they might be doing the route I said. They might be stream sniping. Might have to check their PCs. Eden.
Dansta not getting platform clip.
Interesting. I guess is he just gonna end in the Sphinx room, assuming he's not getting extra moons?
Yeah, I would suppose.
I guess that was the play. No, I guess that makes sense. I guess I don't know. I don't know what like the platform cycle is like after. Oh wait. Oh, Dance's leaving actually. Interesting.
Looks like he is gonna go for the Sphinx question moon. So he is getting more moons than normal. Yeah, not sure how he is getting that 100 moons in terms of like which line. Most likely BLTR because he didn't look like he was going for the outfit door, and he's probably not going to snow, so probably is doing BLTR.
Right. And we'll see how many extra he ends up collecting over the course of this Sand Kingdom. Gonna head over to luggage right now. We'll see if he, you know, decides to explore any sub areas, potentially Oasis.
Yeah, the sand sub areas aren't that slow, but it looks like he is just only collecting the 1 extra or 2 extra and leaving the kingdom. Up, he is going to Oasis. Never mind.
Yeah, he did not grab the Jaxi checkpoint, so he wasn't able to like warp and do kind of like what you would normally do in any percent.
Yeah.
Through the or like, you know, no platform clip route. So I guess probably just gonna backtrack and then end at Cactus and warp back.
Did you catch what WizardPolarBear bought in the shop?
I did not actually.
Because he has less purples than he collected, so I'm not quite sure what exactly you would buy. Maybe the 4 costume sets?
If it was, I think costume sets are the only
Oh yeah, there is
thing you
also...
can buy on this board, right?
Yeah, because there's also purchase 6 costume sets.
Yeah, so it must have been a costume set. So we'll see whether it's for 4 or for 6 or for both. or for fun. Yeah, Dansta leaving with 27 moons in the Odyssey. So if we are finishing in Seaside, assuming we're going for, I guess by the looks of his route, we're gonna be seeing 4 ground pound moons and 4 sub area moons, which means if you were to do that and not collect any extra moons, you'd end up having what, 83. So Dance's need, if assuming Dance's not doing any like extra moon goals, is gonna need to find 17 extra moons throughout the course of the run.
Yeah, so I think he is most likely going for column 4, column 5 BLTR, I want to say.
Yeah, well, actually now I'm confused because he went for all those timer challenges as well.
Maybe, I mean, those timer
Maybe
challenges are quick extra moons.
they are quick extra moons, but like he also like missed a bunch of other ones in Cascade, so I don't know. Maybe pivoted, or maybe I don't know, because column 3 he didn't do outfit door, so
yeah, or Captain Toad. I mean, I don't understand why you would pivot on this board. There are lots of options.
right. Oh, also we're seeing the cap revisit from WizardPolarBear here. There is 10 regional cap on the board, so and 15 as well, actually.
There is. I did not see that before. Yeah, there is. Not sure. Probably is going for 15 goal rather than the 10. 15 would make more sense as it's in column 3 and row 4, which are more optimal than doing row 3 and column 1 with the 24 Moons Metro and World Peace Metro.
Yeah. Oh man, the sign. No. 2 bonks and a ledge grab on the crazy cap sign. You absolutely hate to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, Dansta did just go straight to Rango. Is getting the timer challenges, again, yeah, we're not that sure
Yeah, because
where it'll play in here.
Yeah, because he's getting those extra moons, which indicates the middle square. He's also getting timer challenges, which indicates row 5. But then he's also marked column 4 and column 5 goals. Unless he's not doing column 5 and he is actually doing BLTR. BLTR row 5, column 4, I guess.
Who knows? Maybe he's just doing column 3, column 4, column 5.
Yeah. I guess another thing to note is, like, column 5 does have that plant one seed in lake, and typically if you were to beat Rango, that's probably like the first thing I would go towards.
So yeah, maybe he's not going for column 5.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess 45 regionals.
BLTR,
yeah, right? I think 45 regionals Cascade is could also play into the BLTR, but he is still getting life aparts. So I really don't know how that's being played in here.
Right. Also, yeah, important to note as well that Wizard did mark off 10 regionals, did not mark off 15.
Interesting, yeah.
Potentially, I would... Me and Wizard have talked a lot about how we don't like World Peace Metro, so I highly doubt that's what he's doing, which means probably looking at row 3. So 100 moons is on the table for both runners, it's looking like.
Yeah, and 24 Moons Metro, honestly not that bad, considering you already get 20.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, you could probably just do what? You could probably just add on, what, bullet building, and then, I guess, and do musicians, and then get an extra sub area?
Musicians plus bullet building, and then maybe I would probably, if you both shop and slots, and then what, you need one more, maybe a third musician.
Yeah, maybe the one.
I actually don't know what the like 24. I don't know what the 4 like next best moons are. Well, actually, no. If you do musicians,
you only need 2 more.
Well, you can get the scrap moon with the bassist. I forgot.
So yeah, that's true.
Drummer, bassist, scrap, and then I'd say shop and slots, whichever one you don't do. I guess would probably be the play there.
Dansta did leave Lake, did not plant that one seed, but did solve the puzzle room, so definitely not going for column 5 here. Maybe he is going for, instead, maybe the triangle, BLTR column 5, row 5?
Yeah, yeah, I think definitely.
But also, I'm not sure why he got atop the highest tower then.
Well, I want to say he's going for, because he hasn't been purchasing costumes either. I think he's going for BLTR, row 5, column 4. I guess we'll like 100% confirm
Oh yeah, I
that
mixed up.
if he goes into Deep Woods.
Yeah, I mixed up the 2 columns, my bad.
Yeah, you're chilling. At least that's what I presume he's going for. I don't know. I always feel like I feel like it's so different actually watching people play without like being in VC with them and like kind of like listening to their thought process.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
Dansta did hesitate there, going back towards the Odyssey, maybe debating whether or not that was the correct time to go into Deep Woods, and it looks like he's just going to wait instead.
yeah, could end up doing Spirit and then doing Deep Woods after, or could even like go down to like Spiritless movement and you can just
Yeah,
go down
that is
there.
true.
That's where you jump. That's where you kind of try and jump to anyways to end up by the tree.
Yeah. WizardPolarBear still in Lake, grabbing more moons than necessary. Dancer, looks like, did you just do nut clip into Deep Woods? I wasn't paying attention.
I actually didn't see that myself. If he did, I respect it.
Yeah, it looks like he did go out of bounds there.
That's you know what, I love it. Fair play to Dansta. Also, Wizard did get the puzzle room as well. So,
Yes.
in terms of Wizard's route, I'm thinking row 3. Is it row 3? Row 3 BLTR column 4? Is that
Honestly, I'm not that sure.
I would assume that's kind of what he's looking at. Just because
Yeah.
I mean he could be doing row 4 as well instead of, well, no, because he didn't mark cap regionals. So yeah, I feel like that has to be what he's doing.
Let's see if Dansta gets the timer challenge in Deep Woods here. I'm pretty sure he does have to if he wants to get 7 timers without doing any world peace, and it looks like he is doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that is also 4 Moons Deep Woods.
Yes, believe so. Yeah, he did end up marking that off there. So yeah, I think I feel pretty good about what these runners are doing. I think it's just a matter of whose route is better and who can basically just get to Seaside faster. They are both in Wooded. Obviously, Dansta has that moon advantage. But Dansta's going to end up having a little bit more to do in Seaside, which could come back to bite him. They're both getting 100 moons. But WizardPolarBear's 100 moons are more baked in just because he has that 4 extra from Metro.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm more confident about what Dansta is doing than WizardPolarBear, so we will see if we are correct on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even though the runners are around, I want to say, I think that's 8 moons apart or 10 moons. I can't do
Yeah, it
mental
looks
math.
like 8. Yeah.
Um, but honestly, the runners are pretty close. In terms of the bingo spaces, Wizard did end up going back to cap and getting extra moons in Lake. So, in terms of like, if Wizard did not do all of that, they would be pretty neck and neck.
Right, exactly. Unfortunately for Wizard, this is probably, if you're going to be playing Dansta, this is probably the board you least want to see. Having the
Agreed.
seaside finish where you don't necessarily have to do as much per kingdom definitely benefits a player like Dansta who, like, just came back from a break from, like, not playing the game, is not fully de-rusted on bingo, but obviously has that any percent prowess. Kind of a tough draw for sure.
Yeah, ideally, Wizard would have wanted a wooded finish with lots of stuff to do in sand, lake, and wooded, minimizing as much of that any percent experience that Dansta has.
Right, exactly. But we'll see. There is, for a seaside finish, there is still, quite a bit to keep track of and do. So it's not all just any percent. So we'll see. We'll see how Dansta and Wizard Polar Bear both handle the rest of this run. Especially with, like, I know for me. Oh no, Dansta dying.
Taking an unfortunate death.
I
I
believe
was gonna say that the runners are grabbing purples for
Oh
that
yeah, they
200
are. There's,
regionals goal and 60 regionals wooded.
yeah, both are possible options. Dansta, thankfully, getting that Piranha Story Moon, so not having to go all the way back to the shop, because it's literally the worst. Like, it's one of the worst
Yeah.
steps you could possibly take if you don't aren't grabbing either that checkpoint or the Piranha Story Moon to reset your spawn point there. So that is
Yeah.
good for Dansta.
And it looks like Dansta is going to grab more moons than he needs. He only needs one more, but he is opting to go into the tower, where there are 2 pretty easy ones that you can just get. And there is also a life apart that he should be getting. Yeah.
He does remember. Hardest part of bingo is just remembering that life apart specifically. I literally, every time I have life up parts, I'm like, all right, I need to get this tower one. And then I go into the tower, and I never get it. And then I get really mad.
Yeah, that tower one is the very much the most not out of the way one, except for the one in cap. But it is very easy to forget because you normally just go right over it.
Yep.
In any percent.
And there's not some, like, and the cap one, it's in like a treasure chest. Some of the other ones are like out in the open. Obviously the slots ones you kind of come to mind as a place you can get life up parts. But in just some random block in the tower that, like, typically isn't too difficult.
Dansta.
So with another death is gonna
Oh,
try and save it.
Yeah,
Take
no.
another bonk. Honestly, even if he had saved that, I don't think that would have been. I guess he could have warped, but, like, if he got that checkpoint, or which he didn't even end up getting. So honestly, probably good that he didn't save it.
Yeah, that's why you get those purples before you go into the tower. You do tower skip and then get those purples and then go into the tower. Most optimal and prevents death a lot of the time.
Yeah. I honestly, a lot of the time, I just, like, if I'm doing tower and I need purples, I end up just skipping them because it's like I just don't, like, there's just not a lot. I just don't feel great about how long it takes to get there, but I guess I never consider doing it before tower and then just going down to tower, so that honestly...
I mean, I ran all purple coin outfits, so 60 regionals what it is engraved into my brain.
Oh, yeah, so, okay. I see. I didn't even know it was a category. That's sick, actually.
It is the least ran all purple coins category.
And yeah, with these deaths, the gap has definitely kind of tightened in terms of like the race to Seaside. Dansta still has about 4 more moons, but definitely closer than it was before.
Yeah, but Wizard definitely has a lot fewer purples than Dansta, so we'll see how that ends up playing out.
That is true. Dansta warps to the Odyssey. Needs to just collect these purples in the beginning area, and then should be good to leave. Actually, is gonna route exactly 60 in, so
Yeah, it looks like
well
it.
done by Dansta on that.
Yeah, it looks like he's leaving with 20 wooded moons.
So yeah, gonna end up leaving wooded with 57, which I'm trying to do the math in my head, or I'm like trying to remember it, how many you
Well, it's
usually.
57 plus
It's 40.
30.
Yeah, it's 45 out of wooded normally, right? So he has 12 extra. Trying to think, because you have
I want to say yes.
because it's 5 out of Cascade, you get 16 sand, so it's 21, 29 leaving lake, so and you get 16 in wooded. So yeah, it'd be normally 45. So yeah,
I'm just thinking about how many more extra moons that Dancer does need. And if he has, what was it, 57?
yeah, 57.
So that means he's gonna have to get at least 30. So that's 87. So he'll only need like, what is that, 13 more?
Something like that. It depends on what seaside goals he's doing.
That is true.
Which I think he's doing. I think he needs 8 seaside moons. So I think he actually only needs what?
Yeah, I did not calculate how many he needed
Or
in
more.
season.
Yeah, because
Well, I think
you said he
it
needed.
was
What? How many did he need before?
13.
That?
13 minus 8, so that's what, 5?
Yeah, so 5. Yeah, he needs 5 extra.
Yeah, so he honestly could just grab a couple in Lost and Metro.
Yeah, and then he'd be chilling. I definitely like Lost for that. There's a lot of Lost just has every moon in Lost is just so insanely fast. Like
Yeah.
Dancer could very easily just kind of do normal any percent, but throw in. He could go to the top and get looking over. He could get cave gardening. He can get both the iron cage and like caged gold instead of just one or the other that you would normally do in any percent. And that alone is just 3 extra, and then there's even more he could grab potentially as well.
Yeah, he could just do the bullet building plus the musicians.
That as well, yeah. He is the Dance's done a good job, I think, of like picking good moons to route in and not like overdoing it in any kingdom. The one moon I will say, I don't know why he got Sand Sphinx Quiz. That one's kind of slow.
Yeah, I think he was just thinking maybe he was planning on getting more sand moons and then ended up just not, and that's why he got that Sphinx Quiz.
Yeah, that would make sense. So we see Wizard buying, I think, the rest of his costumes. So he's, I believe, all done with shopping. I don't think Dansta has any shopping in his route, so that's important to note as well. So that's gonna kind of stretch the gap back out in terms of like who's making it to Seaside first.
Yeah.
But also, Wizard leaving with way more moons in Wooded at least. Gonna leave with 59 in the Odyssey as opposed to Dance's 57. So it does have a 2 moon lead overall in terms of that.
But honestly, I think it is looking a bit better for Dansta here, just because he has all that 90% experience, and yeah,
it's definitely gonna play a big part down the stretch here. I think also, like I said, I believe in Dance's route he has to, actually, wait, no, he doesn't. He needs to do 4 ground pound moons for sure. Actually, no, I think they have
cage.
I think they have to do the same amount. In Seaside, actually.
I don't think Dansta is going for column 5. He didn't plant that seed in Lake.
Right,
I also
yeah.
didn't. Yeah, Wizard didn't also do that. So I think.
Yeah, they have the same amount to do in Seaside.
Yeah.
So at this point, the difference comes down to. At this point, the difference comes down to. I don't know. What do they have left? Dansta I still has, I think, timer challenges, but People's Room is already like that's one of them. I don't know if he has 6 or 7
I'm
or
pretty
5 or
sure.
6.
Yeah, he has 5 right now because he got all of them in Cascade and Lake, and then I'm pretty sure he did. And then just needs People Room, and then he would also get, I assume, the timer challenge in Seaside.
Yeah. So yeah, two pretty fast timer challenges. Meanwhile, if Wizard is going for row 3, that means there is still some purple coin collecting that needs to be done. So that's just going to be even more time lost that's sunk in to Wizard's trip to Seaside.
Yeah, it's looking very, very good for Dansta here. Now leaving Lost as WizardPolarBear is entering.
Yeah. Dansta basically it doesn't have quite a free path through like any percent stuff. It has to get like a couple extra things like life of parts and whatnot, but overall, we're definitely reaching the point of the run where like Dansta is in his comfort zone and can just kind of fly through the game.
I'm pretty sure he has, what, 4 life aparts at this point?
Something like that.
Because he
So
got the one in Cap, one in Cascade, slots and sand, and then the one in Wooded. I didn't see him get any others, so he would need 2. He probably is going for the one in City Hall, and probably the one in the dumpster. Is that in Day Metro? I forget.
yes, that is in Day Metro. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but I'm interested. Like, if you're already doing slots, is the slots life apart faster than either City Hall or Dumpster?
I would assume it. That's a good question because they're both not that out of the way.
Yeah, those are both pretty fast life aparts.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I think you'd have to ask
Yeah,
someone like BP or something.
Experts in chat, let me know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many more regionals WizardPolarBear needs.
Yeah, he does with his route. He does, or actually, he didn't mark off 60 regionals wooded. I'm not sure how many he actually got in wooded.
Me neither.
But has 55 baked into his route.
Oh, he did take a death.
Really rough death right there. Has 20 and lost, so definitely has a decent amount of purples, but I think at this point, barring disaster, it's probably just Dance is probably just gonna cruise to a win here.
Yeah, I think he is gonna take this one home.
Oh,
yeah, that was really close.
That was
I did not
close.
expect him to make that at all.
Yeah.
Did Dansta get Giggler?
He did.
I was not paying attention at all. Huh. And he also apparently that was his 6th life apart. I assume it was from City Hall.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we did miss one. Although I don't know which ones are like. Oh wait, no, he got the one in Lake as well.
Oh yes, he did get the one in Lake.
Yeah,
I did forget about that. So yeah, he is done with life aparts.
So Wizard taking another death. I wasn't fully paying attention, so I guess it could have actually been a death warp, but I didn't see.
It doesn't look like it. He just
actually
is going.
Oh wait, yeah, he
right
missed.
back.
Right, he re-triggered Klepto and He's getting these purples, so yeah, it did not look like a depth warp, unfortunately. Yeah, Dansta just gonna be kind of doing, I think, literally just maybe straight up any percent, maybe getting a few extra moons, and then just
Oh,
clean up the seaside.
I saw what Wizard did. He Cappy homed into the coin rings
Ah,
below and couldn't get him back in time.
that is absolutely classic.
Classic Cappy behavior.
Yeah, Dansta. I think Dansta should be looking at a sub 50 here, which I always think for Seaside exit, if you can get a sub 50, it's extremely solid. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, Dansta been playing this pretty well. Yeah, and is gonna do slots despite doing Giggler, so I presume he's just doing this for the extra moon, and then we'll probably end up backtracking into shop. Potentially. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, he's just going into...
Let's just go into the bull building.
Yeah, and then maybe going for the musicians after. Not quite sure, but I think that would probably be a fast way to get those moons.
Yeah.
Looks like he just ended up not going for the musicians.
Yeah. Could be doing it like super like 2017 strats where you do it after people's room.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we did back in the good old days. Oh wait, whoa, what is this
Whoa,
route?
interesting.
What's he cooking here? Okay, going into people's room. Huh. Just completely skips Dizzying Heights and pool.
And I don't think he is going for sub areas, right? I don't think row 1 would be the most optimal for him. He didn't get any Captain Toad moons.
No, none of his other goals indicate that, so I guess. Wait, what? He just marked it.
In real time, this restream is a little delayed.
I see.
But he did mark it in real time. Yeah, not quite sure. But also, what was his...
For a loop here? Is he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he got bullet building, so that would be his.
Oh wait, he's going snow. I think.
Really?
Wait, is he? Dude, I'm so confused. Is he?
Oh,
He's
I
going
think
both diagonals.
Yeah.
Row
both
5.
diagonals.
Oh, he's threw me for an absolute loop. Holy.
I did not see that. I genuinely thought he was going to Seaside.
Yeah, Dansta with the absolute juke. You know, that makes sense. That's not a bad route at all. I didn't really see that. Yeah, I mean, that's...
And yeah, he should have 7 timers as well. He should mark that off any second now.
Yeah, the more that I look at that, I'm like, that's not a bad route. I didn't even consider... the, honestly, didn't even look at top left, bottom right. But
Yeah, me neither, because I thought that it would be more optimal to go to Seaside just because of more goals and in... Well, what we saw were better lines.
yeah. So is going to be leaving with 92.
No, he does have 6 timers. I forgot, not 7.
He has 6 timers. So if he is going snow, what timer is he getting?
Good question. I'm not sure.
Dansta just leaving my head, just head scratching. I'm really just really throwing me for a loop here. Is going snow. Maybe just forgot to mark it. If maybe he does have
Hopefully that is true, but there is a minute of delay, so he should already be in
yeah,
Stavaria by now, so I'm
true.
not sure what his 7th timer challenge is going to be.
At least if there's any consolation here, at least like he hasn't marked it without knowing that he has 7. It's not like he like thinks he has 7 and he doesn't. I think he probably, I guess, probably knows he has 6.
Maybe doing a cap revisit for that timer challenge there, because don't think there are
Yeah,
any before peace.
yeah, he could have potentially just misrouted. See, I thought he was going seaside, so it never, never occurred to me that this would be a problem. I thought he was just gonna get that
Yeah, same.
no timer challenge, but yeah, we'll see what he ends up doing. Has to get, if he is gonna end up revisiting Cap, he needs to get 7 moons in snow for 99 moons, and then his last timer challenge can be moon number 100.
Honestly, he could just get a bunch of moons in cap instead if he is revisiting.
Yeah, that's also true. That's probably potentially the better option. Well, I don't know how many. I'm trying to think about how many moons are in Cap that are like.
There's probably like 4 fast ones. I would do probably Frog to the one over the hat, and then Shop, and Captain Toad, and then Timer Challenge.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I probably would have skipped Shop and here in Snow. And gotten. Well, no, actually, I don't know. I don't know if Toad. I guess I don't know if Toad or Shop is faster. I think Toad is actually slightly faster. So yeah, I'd probably do Toad, skip Shop, and do like. Actually, maybe I do Snowdram instead. I don't know, man.
Dansta is going into the Blowy Joy room. I guess getting extra moons.
Yeah, maybe just gonna get this one barrier and then just finish off with the one timer challenge.
Do you know how
Really
many
hope.
moons he has?
He has
Oh, no.
90. He had 92 leaving Metro.
Okay, so he should have what, 97 now? I
He
think,
is
or 98.
98.
Yeah, 98.
Dansta's throwing commentary into a mental pretzel here. I don't. Okay, so he's gonna have 98 moons. So, and it's gonna be leaving. So,
He
I
will
guess
need only 2.
yeah, just gonna finish up in Cap with 2 moons, and that'll be all she wrote.
I think that probably Captain Toad and then Timer Challenge is fastest here.
Yeah, I would say so. Just warp immediately and then just ground pound down. But
Yeah.
I guess Shop. Actually, I could see Shop being good, which I think is what he's about to do, or maybe not.
It looks like Dansta did finish in real time, so we will see him finish on the restream very, very shortly.
Yeah, gonna do the timer challenge first, and then I presume just end on Shop.
Yeah. I think
Or
he's
not.
going for one of the frog moons.
Yeah. Dansta
Interesting
keeping us
choice.
on our toes till the very end.
Yeah. I will invite him for post-commentary interview now, I suppose. I think now is a good time to do it. He is struggling with it. I put winner too early. No.
We don't know if he got this moon. Okay.
Yeah,
Get the moon.
50, 59, just barely sub 51. GG's to Dansta.
Well, technically, if it's on moon tick, then that was actually a 51.
No, we do it on Moon Grab now.
Oh, is it actually officially on moon grab now?
Yeah, I think so, because...
Okay. I'm retracting the nerd voice.
Yeah, hopefully he got that invite for a post-commentary. It looks like WizardPolarBear did forfeit the race. So I will invite him in for post commentary as well.
Dansta saying in chat that he didn't get an invite.
Okay, yeah, I will send it in the race time instead. Just give me one moment. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
How's it
in.
going?
Very unfortunate loss.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that, like, the minute I opened the board and I saw a bunch of seaside stuff and then saw 100 moons in the middle, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm not coming back from this.
100 moons middle, that was...
Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to just squeeze out a win here. That's a bit much to ask for.
Well, hello Dansta and GG's on the win.
GG's.
Yeah, I think that was probably the board that you least wanted, Wizard.
Yeah, no.
Going far into the
Anything
game.
other than that probably would have been fine, but that was kind of
Lots
the
of
one
20%.
board. Yeah, there being so much any percent was kind of my downfall, and I kind of expected that. Like, I think I've been talking about it all week with people. It was like, if I got an any percent heavy board against you, I was just not going to win that. Because, like, it's playing so deep into your strengths as opposed to mine that it's like, I can route to the best of my ability, but it's only going to take me so far.
Yeah, I think my route. I was proud of my route. I don't know. I was actually really happy with it.
Yeah,
I fucked it up, but the route was good.
Yeah, you had us in absolute shambles. The whole time we were so certain you were visiting Seaside.
Yeah.
And then you do that slight little detour in Day Metro, and we're like, wait, what's he cooking here? And then
Yeah, I was looking at the board. I was like, they could think I'm going to Seaside.
Yeah, I was convinced you were doing column 4, row 5 BLTR. Like, I was fully convinced. And then you
Yeah,
checked
we
off
were
6
too.
moons. Then you checked off 6 moons from sub areas in Metro, and that's when I realized I was done. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. I was like in the middle of the Mecha Wiggler fight. I'm like, it's over, dog. Like, I don't think I'm gonna come back from this.
I was in Metro. Like, okay, I have 74 moons. Proceeds to get 20 moons, and then sees it's only 72. So I had to get extra in snow and one in cap.
yeah.
I had no idea which moons to grab. By the way, I just grabbed any moon that I found along the way.
Anything you could get a hold of.
Yeah.
I guess the main reason we thought you were going to Seaside is because of that 7 timer challenges. Like, we knew that People's Room was going to be 6, but we figured oh, he's going to visit Seaside and just get the music notes timer, and he'll be good on that.
Maybe it would have been smarter. I don't know. The thing is, there were 2 things that I had to use the bingo sheet for, which were where are timer challenges, because I never know what counts and stuff, and where are the life parts. So those I always switched back and forth between those 2, and I was like, alright, 7 timer challenges. I can't do that unless I go back to cap. So that's why I was like, alright.
Yeah, I mean, it did look like you knew exactly what you were doing for everything, so congrats on at least, I don't know, I suppose making... I lost my train of thought. Can someone please talk?
You made it look
having
easy,
a clean
man.
route.
Yes, exactly. There we go.
Yeah. I liked that I didn't have to do much in sand, because usually I do an insane amount in sand, and then I'm behind so far in kingdom progression that I just can't ever catch up. And this time was only atop the highest tower and some extra moons.
Yeah, I think that's what benefited you here. All that any percent movement and all that stuff really helped you with the victory.
Yeah, but I had to decide on the route so early. I saw the life parts, didn't even know if I'm going for it. I just grabbed it in cap because
I do that
if I'm going
too.
for it, yeah.
And
then I saw 45 regional coins in Cascade. I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, there was a wooded finish on this board, but it did require the 100 moons, so we did not expect either of you to go for that very painful wooded finish.
I didn't even see it.
I wasn't even looking for one.
Yeah,
I'm
Honestly,
pretty
at that point, I
sure-
was like, "There's no way." What would it have been?
I mean, it would have involved 100 moons, which is just a ridiculous ask for a wooded finish.
Yeah.
But technically is a wooded finish. If you
Oh yeah, look at
do,
that.
if you do what? Is it-
D3
it'll-
BLTR row 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
wait,
rough.
what?
That's
What?
brutal. Column 3 BLTR row 5. That's a wooded finish, but
Yep.
you need 100 moons.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should have tanked that out. That would have been the funniest 100 moons goal ever. Like,
Yeah.
Where are moons?
You got to start looking through the Odyssey wiki.
And now,
Fro's
I
doing
was-
all moons, no
Yeah,
post
100
game.
moons.
I was
Yeah.
baffled when we both ticked off the exact same things for the like first 6 or something. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I was like, I thought we were going for something similar. Like, I thought we were on the same route for a while, and then you checked off 60 wooded regionals, and I was like, okay, well, we're definitely he's at least going for row 5. But I thought you were doing like column 4 and BLTR, like in common with what I was doing. And then you checked off the 6 moon sub area metro, and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
same.
going on
We
over
did not at all expect that.
Right.
I knew exactly that we were not on the same route when you ticked off 10 regional coins in cap. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
We were, I guess the only way, at least for in the booth, for us to have really, like, known you were looking at that other diagonal was to just, like, keep track of your regionals, because if you weren't grabbing extra regionals, we would have known, okay, he's not going to be doing that 200 regionals goal, so column 4 is out of the question.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't even like. The thing is, 200 total regional coins sounds so much already, and even though I know where they are, of course, because I have done 100 hundo and stuff, I don't think that I trust myself getting 200 and counting 200. So I was like, nah.
Completely fair, and I mean, hey, it paid off. You took home the win, so GG.
Yay.
Yeah,
I believe
GG's again.
You have one more group stage match against Combo. I think if you win, you're in for the bracket stage. So
Yeah, so
I don't know what happens if WizardPolarBear beats.
No, I already finished all my
yeah,
matches.
he did all his
we
matches.
drop
So
from 1 and 2
Okay,
for
so
one
you
and one.
okay?
and have to play
Yeah.
Combo. So if you
But-
win, you're in. If you lose, I don't know how the tiebreaker works. Obviously, I don't know,
Wait.
head to head or
Wait, would we all have beaten each other once and lost once to?
I lost
think Placid's-
to you and Placid. Placid's 3-0.
yeah,
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Placid's
automatically.
through. Placid's through, but like,
the challenge is not fully up to date. I should let Eden know about that. But yeah, if you do win against Combo, I'm very, very certain
Yeah,
that
but-
you're in, and unfortunately, WizardPolarBear is not.
I'd
Yeah,
be
I'm not
interested
making
what
it.
happens if I lose against him, because I think then all of us have 1-2.
Yeah, it'd be 3-way 1-2. I
And-
forget what the ruling is on that, but
I mean,
They
we
have some
probably
kind of
just do-
tiebreaker. I don't remember what it is. But
Yeah, but that doesn't work if we're 3 people, because each one of us lost to one of them and then one against the other, you know?
they just throw all 3 of us in one bingo room. Whoever
the
comes
simple
out on
answer-
top.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the
that's
simple
the
answer
big
is you can beat Combo, so it's not a headache for anyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah, that would be. I would love to do that.
So yeah, let me just tell everyone about the matches coming up. At 2:30 Eastern today, we have JD Boy versus No SMO, also on SpeedGaming 2, commentated by Monica and WizardPolarBear. So make sure to stick around for that. And then at 3 p.m. Eastern is Mark Lucas versus, I want to say, Mesa 0917 on SpeedGaming 3, commentated by yours truly. And then at 5 Eastern, we have Hotboy versus Monica on the main SpeedGaming channel, commentated by WizardPolarBear. I might join and commentate for that one, but we will see. We do have a bunch of other matches on Saturday and Sunday, but we will let you guys know about those later. Thanks to everyone who's watching. Thanks you for the runners for providing us with this run to commentate. Thanks for Lucid for coming on last minute. so I didn't have to commentate by myself for the 5th time in a row.
Yeah, no problem. Make sure to follow. Everyone involved. Follow both runners, WizardPolarBear, Dansta2106, both on Twitch. Follow me. Follow Clever. Follow everybody. Follow SpeedGaming.
For real. And yeah,
It doesn't cost you anything. It's free.
exactly. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.